Okay boys, here's another lesson from a really cool location, and it's actually the location that brings us the lesson. This is to answer a very specific problem that most likely, if you're watching this video, you are a high performer, meaning that you do better than average. Most likely you do a lot better than average. And there's a very specific pitfall that high performers fall in that can absolutely ruin your life, and you don't even know you're doing it because you've been conditioned in this mindset since you've been a little kid. It's a trap that Annie and I fell into, and it damn near ruined our life. And being able to identify this pitfall of high performance absolutely changed our life. And as you'll see today, we're living the fruits of this change in mindset. The pitfall of high performance is all about working hard today and struggling today for some future benefit. And that's the conditioning that we've had since we've been little kids. It all started in school when it was that beautiful spring day, your friends were out riding their bikes and they wanted you to join them, but you had to stay home to study hard so you could get a good grade on that test. And that conditioning of I have to struggle today and work hard today in order to get the reward of something in the future is something that is very effective for us as youngsters in that high performance, but it leads to this pattern of delayed gratification. It leads to this pattern of always striving for what's next and not enjoying what you have today. That pattern builds from studying hard to get a good grade on that test, and then it goes into getting good grades so that you can graduate at the top of your class, so you can get into the good high school, so you can get into the good college, so you can graduate with high marks at the top of your college, so you can get a good job, so you can work hard to get promoted, so you can make more money, so you can buy more things, so that someday in retirement you'll have time to actually do the things you enjoy, just to find out that you don't like doing them anyway. And the next thing you know, your life is gone by, and it seems like it's gone by in a moment, because every day has been about that struggle for doing what you have to do, what you should do, so that you can get that reward, whatever it is. Now, Annie and I, by all measures, were very successful. We're running 2 successful companies. We had, at this point, we had a 2-year-old and a newborn. We were living in a 5-bedroom big house on the nicest lake in Minneapolis. We had boats and jet skis and cars, right? All of these things, and yet we were absolutely miserable because every day was about getting up and working hard in our businesses till 10 o'clock at night. We barely saw each other. If we talked, it was all about business, all so that we could build the companies bigger and make more money and buy more things. So that someday we would, and we always said it was going to be 6 months. 6 months, it's going to be better. In 6 months, we're going to be able to take a vacation. We checked in and saw that we hadn't taken a vacation in over 7 years. Now, the alternative, what's the alternative? If it isn't all about working hard today and struggling today for success in the future, what is the answer? And the answer is about being able to focus your attention not on the prize in the future, but focusing your attention on optimizing your experience in the moment. Now, there's a key thing you have to add to that, right? Because there's all sorts of ways, and we all know someone that just is concerned about today, right? No plans for the future. And that isn't sustainable either. So the key thing to do is not only design your life to optimize your daily experience in the moment, but do it in a way that is sustainable over time. And that key word, sustainable, is what is critical in this design process. Being able to identify how we make our business work for us, not us work for our business. And that difference is all about optimization of the daily experience. So we are actively in the process of optimizing and enjoying our daily experience. If you can look around, we're on a 45-foot catamaran sailing in the beautiful islands of Puerto Rico. Now, what's neat about this is this didn't just happen overnight. We decided to sell everything we owned 3 years ago, including 2 of our 3 businesses. In selling of those businesses, we identified that 2 of our businesses ran us, that they didn't lead us to have an enjoyable experience in the moment, and ultimately weren't going to lead to a future where we had success either. We took our 3rd business and then optimized it so that we could travel all around. We currently own next to nothing. We have 1 car, a suitcase, and a plastic bin for each, Annie and myself, as well as our 2 boys. And we only live in places people vacation to. And you can say that can't be easy, especially with a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and it isn't, but it's a hell of a lot more enjoyable than working 80 hours a week at a job and having all sorts of nice things that we never got to enjoy as a family. Being able to put that focus into making every day an amazing day, and knowing that if we keep on this path, we're going to be able to sustain this over a long period of time, to me that is ultimate success. And beyond that success, to me that's freedom. The freedom to enjoy ourselves in the moment, the freedom to enjoy each other, the freedom to enjoy our family, and the freedom to have our business support all of it, not be the reason we can't enjoy our lives. So if you're watching this video, I guarantee you're an above average performer. And I guarantee there's some, if not every aspect of your life where you are putting off enjoyment, be it time with your spouse, time with your kids, taking that trip that you've always wanted to take. For me, it was relearning how to sail and being able to be captain a beautiful boat in the islands. Being able to create a life that supports where you want to be, the enjoyment you want to have, and be able to design it with thought of how do I make this be able to support us as a family into the future. Where in your life are you putting off that gratification? Where in your life are you struggling today so that someday you'll have what you want or what you need to enjoy your life? Because one of the more sobering experiences I had as a SEAL was losing friends, right? They just stood in the wrong place and their life was over. Do you think that they cared about that future success, that ultimate retirement? Or what was important was all of the moments leading up to that? And any single one of us could lose this gift of life in a moment, and making sure that we're optimizing every single day in a sustainable way, right? Being able to do it in a way that is responsible, supports each other, and allows us to continue to do that is key. And it's a process, right? So 3 years ago, we were living in a suburban lifestyle miserably with businesses that were killing us. 3 years later, we're now on a boat for 8 to 10 days sailing around the beautiful islands. Ultimately, we want to be on a boat full time sailing around the world. But we know it's going to take time to get there, and we're going to have to continue to engineer our life and our businesses so that we can support that lifestyle that we want. But the key part of it is, as you can see, we're not struggling on our path there, right? We're enjoying the process by focusing on optimization of that daily experience. And why I do what I do is to be able to give you the processes, the structures, the knowledge so that you can live your dreams like we're living our dreams. And I don't want you to have to wait 30 years to get there. So one little exercise that you can do, and I'd love to get some feedback on this, is tell me what your dream is. What type of thing have you been waiting for, right? What is that future success that you want to have? And this is the key part. That's easy, right? That's just the dream. I'd like to hear one thing you could do today to bring it closer into this moment so you can start enjoying and optimizing everyday experience as opposed to pushing it off into some future that might not get around. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. It will help us continue to create more videos. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be sending out a video every week with some amazing lesson in leadership. Make sure to hit that notification button so you know when the new videos are up. Comment below with your dream that you're going to bring into the present, with something that you take action on today. I can't wait to read those comments and comment on them. If you want to connect with me, you can do that on my 360 site at larry360.com. You can get all of my social media connections as well as all the new updates on what we're doing in the business. Once again, that's larry360.com. While we're waiting, go ahead and enjoy the view and join us out here the next time.